I came to realize that there's a crucial sixth stage to the healing process: meaning. This isn't some arbitrary or mandatory step, but one that many people intuitively know to take and others will find helpful. In this sixth stage, we acknowledge that although for most of us, grief will lessen in intensity over time, it will never end. But if we allow ourselves to move fully into this crucial and profound sixth stage, meaning, it will allow us to transform grief into something else, something rich and fulfilling. Through meaning, we can find more than pain. When a loved one dies, when we experience any kind of serious loss, the end of a marriage, the closing of a company where we worked, the destruction of our home in a natural disaster, we want more than the hard fact of that loss. We want to find meaning. Loss can wound and paralyze us. It can hang over us for years. But finding meaning in loss empowers us to find a path forward. Meaning helps us make sense of grief, as you will see from the many stories in this book from people who have gone through this sixth stage. When working with people whose loved ones have died, I often see how hard they search for meaning. It doesn't matter whether the death occurred after a long, debilitating illness, or if it came as a total shock after an accident or anything else that was sudden and unexpected. There's often a desire to see meaning in it. What does meaning look like? It can take many shapes, such as finding gratitude for the time they had with their loved ones, or finding ways to commemorate and honor loved ones, or realizing the brevity and value of life and making that the springboard into some kind of major shift or change. Those who are able to find meaning tend to have a much easier time grieving than those who don't. They are less likely to remain stuck in one of the 5 stages. For those who do get stuck, this can manifest in different ways, including sudden weight gain or loss, drug or alcohol addiction, unresolved anger, or an inability to form or commit to a new relationship out of fear of experiencing yet another loss. If they remain stuck in loss, then they may become consumed by it, making it the focus of their life to the point where they lose all other sense of purpose and direction. Although you can't pin all of your troubles or vices on getting stuck after a loss, there is almost always a connection. Grief is extremely powerful. It's easy to get stuck in your pain and remain bitter, angry, or depressed. Grief grabs your heart and doesn't seem to let go. But if you can manage to find meaning in even the most senseless loss, you can do more than get unstuck. When circumstances are at their worst, you can find your best. You can keep growing and finding ways to live a good and someday even a joyous life, one enriched by the lessons and love of the person who died. The search for meaning after loss will lead each of us along divergent paths. Candy Lightner famously founded Mothers Against Drunk Driving, MADD, in 1980 after her daughter Carrie was killed by a repeat drunk driving offender. Even though she never understood why her daughter had to die, she was able to find great meaning in forming a group that saved the lives of others. For her, nothing was worth the cost of losing her daughter, but the ability to create something good from that death helped give her the sense that her daughter's life, as well as her own, had meaning. John Walsh starred in the TV show America's Most